ladies? What's up, Shenanigang? Welcome to this week's episode of Late Night Shenanigans. Good to see everybody. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good.
I'm good.
How about you?
You know I'm good.
All right. If you haven't noticed already, we are missing someone, but she's a little under the weather. Kimberly, she will be back with us on the next show, so stay tuned for that one.
Feel better, sis.
Feel better.
Feel better.
We do hope you feel better. We got a good show for you tonight. Good topics. And first, I want to get the show started by doing a roll call.
Hey.
What's up?
Roll call.
What's up, my Shenanigang? It's your girl, Constance.
Hey, what's up? Y'all know it's Tabia.
And I'm your host this week, Chantel. All right. So first, before we get started, I do want to take our shots. Ready?
Yeah. You know I'm ready.
I got something new. I got something new this time that I didn't bring last time.
Okay, let me take my shot. Then I want to know what you shot.
I'm doing mine in a glass.
Okay. What's that? What you want?
So this one I'm drinking tonight.
Okay. Beautiful bottle.
Velvet cream liqueur.
But at the same time,
Velvet
though,
cream liqueur.
when I love but that velvet, it made my stomach do a backflip because y'all know the system by now. It made my stomach go bloop. So yeah, the creamy sweet stuff.
Lactose intolerant.
I might be.
You gotta add the lemon juice though. If you add that lemon juice, it tastes good.
Yeah.
Oh no, not no lemon in this.
Yeah, it's like fresh lemon. Oh my god, so good. So
what y'all drinking on?
Oh, you know me, same old. My homeboy Captain. You know that's me all day.
Just a little rum and some juice.
Okay, I see the red drink matching with the red dress.
You see it.
Good old Jessica tonight, Miss Jessica Rabbit tonight.
Stop.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna get this show started. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to the lovely Constance in the red dress.
Not red dress. I want to first go ahead and get started and talk about kids and social media. That has to be a hot topic right about now because lots of us have children, younger children at that, and the internet has, when I say just burnt the brains of these kids, like that's what life is at this point. It's so highly influenced. Looking at social media, all of the TikToks and the Instagrams, they think that's life, that's reality for our children. So my question to you, I guess, would be, do you allow your children to have social media? If so, do you monitor their social media? Is there an age limit where you allow social media? Because I think for me, sometimes you can get lax as parents, where you feel like you want to trust your kid and, give them the benefit of the doubt that, hey, you're not supposed to be going on this site. You're not supposed to be watching this, but they try us anyway. So do you monitor them? Do you give them a certain amount of hours on the internet? Like what's your process when it comes to that? I have a younger child and I see fit for it to be monitored. I see fit for it to be, let me check your phone. Let me check and see what you're doing or you're watching. Or when she has social medias, I have to be like connected to it, like a parent connected to where I can see when you're, logged in, when you're posting something, or, she has to check with me. Hey, before you post something, let me look at it. Let me make sure it's age appropriate. Let me make sure your attire looks okay, because all of that, it matters when you're on social media.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, for me, yes, I feel like monitoring is necessary. I feel like it is a highly influenced commodity right now that's going on. So parents, for me, I just have to always stay consistent and mindful that it's something you have to watch closely because it can get dangerous at times. What about y'all ladies? How do you feel about that?
Okay, so I have two children that's 11 years apart. My 17-year-old, obviously, I don't really have to worry about him too much on social media because, for one, the school that he goes to, he has to be careful with what he does on social media anyway. So I really don't be on his back and micromanage him on social media. I'm friends with him on social media, so I can see things anyway. But my youngest one, a 6-year-old, I allow her to like get on YouTube. I have YouTube Kids, but I allow her to get on the regular YouTube on my phone where I can, I still watch her and I know what she is subscribed to. I subscribe to her those certain channels that are kid channels that she watches. But other than that, I mean, I give her a couple of hours to play on the phone and go to YouTube. She know how to do the TikTok. I don't, but I still monitor all of that. I mean, I allow them to still be within like what society is like doing, so they're not like behind with technology and things of what's going on and with other kids. So I allow her to get on social media.
So you have no restrictions for your 17-year-old, basically?
No, because he already has like a lot of restrictions already. He knows what he can't do. I trust him. He knows he can't do certain things because the school already is monitoring that.
Right.
I'm monitoring that, but I don't have to. Yeah, I don't have to be on him like that because he know where he can't go, his boundaries.
Okay.
He basically gonna get himself in trouble if he put anything crazy out there. Or
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. I mean, so for me, I guess this particular question, it really depends on the child or children that you're speaking about and their age. Yes. In my opinion, 16, 9, almost 10. The older, she doesn't really, to answer the question, no, I don't monitor what she does online. But at the same time, that's only because she's not really like a huge online person. When she does go online, it's probably to research music, look up music, listen to music. She's music. She does like, watching certain things on YouTube, skits and things like that. But everything that she logs in to see, I can see. And so I haven't come across anything to this day that I'm like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? So she's not that type of child to, I'm pretty sure she more than likely she's stumbled across some things, but it's the child. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's not that type of person that's going to be on some, into stuff and looking at stuff that doesn't really fit her age. The younger, he has his Kindle. It's like a third arm for him. He has to have his Kindle. He has autism. And he loves the little thing. As far as when he's online monitoring, I don't really monitor what he watches, but that is also only because what he can see, I can see. For the most part, he goes on there. He's looking at Mickey Mouse, Blippi. He has recently moved on to like music that we listen to. But I don't really have a problem with that. But to answer the question, no, I don't really monitor. It's just, I feel like mine aren't really getting into anything that they shouldn't really be into, to answer the question.
Yeah. And when I say monitoring, go ahead, Tavi.
I was just going to say, speaking for children in general, I do feel like it is important for you to pay attention to what your kids are doing online, because they can, fall into these, trends and, different social platforms, to where you might be engaging with somebody you think, you know what I'm saying? Like it can be a dangerous situation. It could just be stuff that's not for their eyes, just stuff that they have no business looking at. So yeah, you kind of do need to watch and monitor what they're doing. But do I do it personally? I don't feel like it's necessarily only because my kids, I know what they're doing.
Right, exactly. And when I say monitoring, I don't mean like a micromanager. For me, more so, it's making sure you have to ask my permission before you download certain apps, or if you are online, like if you're on TikTok and stuff, let me make sure it's appropriate that whatever you're putting out, like your little dance, whatever you like. Because I have a almost 13-year-old, so she loves to dance. She loves to do TikToks and these little impersonations. But I know my kid, she can be highly influenced. She can see somebody online and be like, oh, that's what's going on. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Nah. So when I say monitoring, it's just making sure you're asking my permission to go on different sites and, before you post things of that nature, until I feel like she's fully brain developed to be able to handle social media. Because sometimes social media could get very, very cruel, like it really can. So
yeah. And I mean, I hear what you're saying. I agree with that.
So it's definitely based on, the age of your kids, if they're even into that or not. Because some kids don't even really care about social media.
But most of them.
Most
of them though.
What the society does,
and all of that. But some of them, a lot of them do. A lot of them, that's their life. They be glued to the phone. Like, what you doing on Instagram, on TikTok, on whatever. So
it's like as soon as they out of school,
right?
Let me get my tablet. Let me get my phone.
At the same time too, I mean, I feel like it's a lot of kids, even if their parents do monitor what they're doing, they're gonna find a way to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of those kids that's like, okay, here, mom, here, dad, this is what I'm looking at, or do I have your permission to do this? Do I have your permission to do that?
And then get their
homegirl behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna do it anyway. So I feel it still all boils down to you talking to your kids and letting them know, like, okay, listen, this is not for you. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they listen to the message you're giving to them, but we just gotta be careful. And
that's all you can do.
That's it.
Set your rules and,
talk to them, have a conversation with them.
Your children and, kind of go from there. But, I mean, it's an interesting conversation. Let us know, Shenanigang, how you feel about it. Do you allow your children to have social media? If so, leave us a comment. Let us know how you feel about the monitoring, the age limit and things of that nature. Let us know what you think.
Yes. Like, subscribe.
Yeah, always. Y'all don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. But what we're going to do right now is going to take a short break and we will be right back.
Yes. All right. So we have returned. We're going to go ahead and continue with this thing. So the next thing that I would like to talk about is relationships. One of the things we always end up talking about, but that's how it go down. I want y'all to think about this question. Think about it before you give your answer. I mean, you might be able to jump right on in there with it, but think about it before you give your answer. So you're in a relationship. Things are kind of going south, whatever you want to call it. Y'all not really on the same page, and you want to take a break. You love each other, whatever the case may be. However, it's not working at that moment. So you decide you want to take a break. Is it considered cheating while you're on a break from your partner? I'm going to ask it one more time because, again, think about the answer to this question. Is it considered cheating while you and your partner have decided that you are going to take a break? What's up?
Okay. It's me.
It's you.
It's me.
What say you?
Oh, yeah. So for me, what kind of break you talking about?
So when I say break, because I understand, it has to be, I'll wait. When I say break, you've broken up. You guys have decided, like I said, it's not working right now at the moment. So you go your way. I'm going to go my way. If it is supposed to be, we'll end up back together. But that's it for now. We done. Okay. You do you, I'm going to do me.
Okay. So for me, my personal views on that, I always go back to the dynamic of that particular relationship. And it has to be a conversation amongst the two. If we are going on a break to possibly mend what we have and just take some time apart to figure ourselves out individually, we need to have a conversation. It needs to be painted. Hey, I'm not going to be out there with nobody else. You don't need to be out there with nobody else, because cheating on a break could make or break that particular relationship. Because you could cheat and find interest in someone else and be like, deuces to that relationship. Like, it's other stuff out here for me. Or you can cheat and be like, I miss what I used to have, and that's where I want to be. So for me, it's more so if that's something that is transpiring in my life, my relationship, again, the dynamic of the relationship. What are we doing? What's the reason for this break? If we can't, we can't make it work without a break. What is the reason for the what is the reason for the break? And what's coming out of this break? What are you planning on doing? This is what I'm planning on doing. So we have to both come together and agree to this is what we're not going to do. Because if it's a you cheat, go cheat, and then be like, oh, well, we wasn't together. We was like trying to figure it out, but we weren't together. Technically, we kind of still are. We're still trying to get back together and make things work. If you go out there and indulge with someone else, that's it for me. Then there's no more.
Okay.
There's no more figuring it out for me. So I feel like if y'all had that discussion that we're not planning on doing that, then yeah, it's not something that should happen. But if y'all don't have a discussion and y'all just break, we're just gonna take a break, we'll see what happens. If it happens,
hey,
okay.
Man,
Chantel, what say you?
Y'all gotta deal with it at that point. So.
She laughing like, hey, I ain't trying to hear none of that you talking about.
Don't go out and cheat. If we trying to work it out, we're gonna be together. Don't go out and cheat. Do not cheat.
She like,
to me, it's like, okay, hell no, it ain't cheating. Because this a break. We on a break. We broke up.
So when you break,
what I do when I'm not with you no more, ain't none of your business. What I do, because me and you ain't together no more. Because this was a break.
You feel that
we
way?
happen to get back together. We on a break. You do you, and I'ma do me. It ain't none of your business what I'm doing. It ain't my business about what you doing, because we not together. So if we decide we want to get back together during, that break or whatever, it still is none of your business what I did on my break, because we were broken up. I ain't claiming you. You ain't claiming me. That's that. A break is a motherfucking break. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Just like when you're at work. I'm on break. Look,
it's a break. The relationship is broke. I mean,
but
they're
trying to fix it.
But why? No, but how you trying to fix what? No, exactly. You trying to find yourself or trying to whatever you want to do.
You can find yourself without being sexually active with another person. You can find yourself and really fix yourself.
You ain't even really gotta be sexually active with anybody either. Still, whatever you do on that break is your business.
But that's what we're talking about, though. Cheating. We're talking about cheating, though.
So she's saying it's not cheating. She's
y'all
saying
broken up.
It's not cheating.
Y'all are broken up. Y'all are not considered. He ain't. I guarantee you, he ain't claiming your ass, and I know I damn sure I ain't claiming his ass either. We on a break. That motherfucker gonna do what he gonna do when he on a break. You think I'm gonna sit there?
You better believe it.
Whenever I want to believe it.
Again, my girl Kim, man, why it depends on the dynamic, like that relationship, like, and how many years y'all done put in and what y'all trying to work on. It just really depends. It really depends. Like, if y'all see that shit ain't finna work no more, and y'all don't think this break don't even work, then we're gonna do us. Like, we're gonna do whatever we need to do separately. It is what it is. If we come back together, so be it. But if you done talked about it and y'all plan on getting back together, then yeah, you're cheating.
What's the point of even breaking up, though?
Don't break.
Be with each other. What's the point of the break? That's what
real fast, because I would like to give my 2 cents. But Constance, when you say if y'all done talked about it, what do you mean by that?
Like, if you and the other have sat down and say, you know what, we just bumping heads, things are not working right now. Let's agree to maybe take some space apart. Maybe be apart for a little while. Okay, so when you say be apart, does that mean we can see other people? Are you cool with that? And if y'all come to that mutual agreement, then so be it. Do y'all do what's best for that relationship. But if y'all both say no, I don't want to engage, because cheating can be talking to somebody else, texting somebody else, because that's emotional. That's connection. Like when you're talking to people, for a woman,
men don't really think like that.
We get attached very, very quickly. Exactly. For a man, it's easy. You can hit it and be gone, and like it ain't no feelings behind that.
Yeah.
For us, it's a little bit different. So it's like you got to understand what you're doing when you're going on that break. You have to define what you mean by break, because you trying to break, then hey, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you trying to break
once, ain't no break twice. Break once.
I don't agree. Yeah, it is cheating if we agree tonight.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump in. I agree with both of y'all, right? As I usually do. I'm usually like on the fence. I hate that sometimes. That's one thing that, with me, I'm kind of like, hey, you always on the fence. But I mean, what it is. Anyway, so I agree with you, Constance, as far as if you're talking about breaking, it has to be, we gonna have to spell it out. Like, give me your definition of break.
Write it out.
When you say, all right, let's just take a break, see what we want to do. Because in that conversation, if it turns out that we're working on ourselves, we just gonna take some time apart, we're not really having a meeting of the minds right now, and we just want to see if this is where we want to be or if we want to be somewhere else. I love you. Right now, everything right now is just too much. So let's just chill, put a pause on it, and we can circle back and see what we want to do at that point. If it's something like that, I feel like that's cheating if you were to engage with somebody else, not necessarily conversation, because that's the whole point of, in my opinion, being on a break, is to see what else is out there. Do you want something else that's out there, or is this relationship that you're in where you want to be? So when it comes to that, okay, cool. Sexual no, it's a break. We trying to see what we want to do. Okay, in that aspect, for me, it feels like, yes, it would be cheating. However, at the same time, if it's okay, whatever transpired, we not together no more. You do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. Don't call me. Don't hit me up. I ain't trying to holler at you. Communication is dead. You've completely gone your way. He or she has completely gone their way.
Yep.
That ain't cheating.
Right.
If, like I just said, if everything, all ties have been cut, it's dead, it's a wrap, that's not cheating to me. Now, if y'all just so happen to find y'all way back to each other, and then y'all rekindle everything and start the relationship up again, you have the we on again, off again boyfriend, on again, off again, on again, off again. Mm-hmm. Y'all off, that's off. It's not cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's why I say it really, I'll wrap it up with, it depends on when you say break. I guess I just feel like it needs to be made plain between the two parties. Okay.
Right. That's what I mean.
Communication goes a long way in whatever situation you're dealing with. All you got to do is communicate. It ain't even really that hard. Yep. All you got to do is just talk and tell that person how you feeling. And a lot of stuff can be avoided if people would just talk to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
So in that situation, all right, we break in. Do you? I'm gonna do me. What does that mean? You free to see other people? I'm free to see other people. That's easy. How many words was that? I wasn't counting, but it wasn't a lot. So I feel like it can be cheating depending on how you left the relationship. But then it doesn't necessarily have to be cheating at the same time, depending on how you left the relationship. Correct. So again, communication is
conversation,
key.
Prior to that break. Yep.
Yeah. So that's how we feel.
I don't really put it past nobody.
Chantel, like
I just feel like, look, like even like men do think differently, because like even though we may have that conversation with them and be like, well, what's the break? Or you're not gonna mess with nobody during this time. Soon as he passed the motherfucking corner, he ain't thinking about your ass, because the reason why if he's the one that wanted that break, he wanted that break for a reason, because he wanted to go play.
Yeah,
that's what he wanted to do. I don't put that shit. That's
Possibly.
why, man.
It depends on the man.
No,
Sometimes
see, yeah,
they want
they want the wife. They want the wife. They don't want to mess things up with that tie right there.
So they're
But
gonna
sometimes
cut it.
men be wanting strings and shit, so they be trying to like, man, I done been through that shit too many.
Yeah.
Y'all done took me back. Y'all done took me back.
Husband and wife,
Ain't
no such thing as a.
No,
if I can
I'm talking about like they think of you as wifey. They think of you as wifey, but they not gonna say
done or we making it work. It ain't no break, husband and wife.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like I'm saying before like the marriage thing, they think about you as the wifey, you the main chick. But it's like if they're the ones that's wanting to break though, oh, I just need a little space or whatever. But they ain't finna come out and say, well, yeah, I'm gonna mess with somebody else. Fuck, they ain't finna come out and say that shit.
I hear you. I hear you there, but yes. To wrap it up, I hear you there, Constance. 1000% agree with what you just said. Husband and wife, nah, ain't no break. We going through something, but don't try me. Ain't no on the couch. Right. That's right. That's all the way cheating with the husband and wife situation. So yeah. But you know, that was cool. Y'all comments were interesting. I'm glad y'all thought about y'all answers. Y'all did have some interesting answers, but y'all let us know what y'all think. Is it cheating when you're on a break? Yeah, no, why not? Let us know. But with that, we're gonna take a little break and we'll be back. Hey, what's up, y'all? We back. So, another topic I want to dive into. So you know, we have our day-to-day lives, our schedules, kids, family, just everything in general that we have to deal with on a daily basis, right? What I want to ask is, do you guys ever feel guilty about just taking a pause and taking time out for yourself, right? Like I just said, it's like so much stuff that's going on that you have to do as women. I don't even want to just say as women, but as people in general, we wear a lot of different hats. You know, we got to do so much stuff every day. And again, my question is, do you ever feel guilty about just taking a beat and just like saying, hey, nope, not right now. I need some time for me. Y'all ever feel like that?
Nope.
No, not at all.
I know I've been needing my me time. I love my me time.
It's important. It's important.
I felt because I felt like especially when you have younger kids, they take up a lot of your time. They need a lot of attention.
Yes.
But you got to give yourself some attention. I know when my mind and my body gets exhausted and I need that me time, I start to get real frustrated and I start cussing real bad. And I'm about to put my hands on you.
Yeah, it's a misdirection. Yeah.
My me time.
Right.
Yeah. So
can I Kanye you real fast?
Here she goes.
Can I Kanye you real fast? I'm sorry. I need a shot. Y'all want to take a shot? Y'all got some shots on deck?
Got a glass or something in that.
Okay. Well, so that we can continue this, because I feel like, I don't know, I want to hear what y'all got to say, but I had my shot on deck. So I don't want to do it by myself. So come on, let's go. Appreciate it. All right. I'm going to let you finish. Go ahead.
So yeah. Me time, I feel, is very important. I don't want to have to come from work and go straight into, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta do this.
It is like that sometimes.
The household, I gotta do. Like, I want to be able to come home and just kick my shoes off for a minute and relax for a minute and get my mind together from work to home. And then I be needing like my weekends to myself sometimes too. Like sometimes you need a couple of days to just gather yourself. I think it's very important.
And you don't feel guilty at all?
So no. When I can get a babysitter, please go. I need my time. I got to. Yes, please go. I miss you. I love you. I know I'm gonna see you in a couple of days, but please, I got to have my time.
You begging James Brown, you please.
No. There be so many things I just want to, do, and like you can't do that when you have to carry other people with you,
right?
And I know your family and stuff, but they get their time. Let me get mine.
Right. I agree with you 100%, Chantel. I don't feel guilty. Like Tavia said, when you don't take time out for you, how are you going to be good for those who need you? Like, you shift, your whole energy shifts when you don't have enough me time. I know for me, because I wear so many different hats: mom, wife, business owner, still work a regular 9 to 5. Like, it's a lot that goes on in a work week. So if you don't take the time out to cater to you, you can't handle none of that. There's no way that you can mentally and physically be able to handle any of that. We do it and we make it work. But if you don't take the time out for yourself, that's when that stress comes in. Then anxiety. And that stress and anxiety is a MF. Motherfucker. Like, it will take you down. So even if you got to get a couple minutes, like for me time could be a bubble bath. Like, just don't bother me. Lock my door. Don't ask me your husband. I don't know what a fish at. I don't know what a pork chop's at. Look in the deep freezer. Don't ask me nothing to my 12-year-old, because all my other kids are older and grown adults and out of the house. But it could be as simple as just a bubble bath, glass of wine, just meditating, getting in your zone, or taking a ride out, just chilling by yourself. It's important. And do I feel guilty? Absolutely not. Because it's needed. Why would you feel guilty? Like, I mean, we always, as mothers, it runs through our head when we are taking that me time. Oh, did I cook yet for the kids? Or did I do the laundry? They got clean clothes. Like, it's always in the back of your mind, because that's just what we do. But I ain't gonna feel guilty about it.
Yeah,
I gotta make it happen. What you crying about?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get emotional. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm good. No. I'm good.
Yeah, that's real, genuine emotion right there. Because sometimes people really do take a lot of weight. They really, really do, and they don't have time for themselves, and that weighs heavily on them. I can vouch for my best friend's tears. It can weigh very, very heavily. So we understand, girl. We understand wholeheartedly.
Especially when you don't have that other help.
Right. And you don't have to apologize.
One that has to do everything.
Yeah.
It's not even I mean, okay. So we're clear, because you just said, especially when you don't have that other help. It's not even really that. Right. My emotions right now, just to be transparent, I guess, with everybody. Just the subject in general, the topic that we're speaking about right now. I saw, and I wish Kim was here right now.
Kim, where are you?
Because I'm just saying, y'all understand, y'all know, but she would know on a personal level, but y'all know my mama, y'all her kids too. Yeah. And in speaking about it, I automatically went to her, and I saw how she moved, right? And she never took time out for herself. She took care of so many people,
everybody.
And she always tried to make sure that everybody was good, right? And we would always be on her, like, you gotta take some time for you. You gotta chill. You can't be worried about everybody all the time. You gotta everybody will get it together. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I do find myself following in those steps, saying that it's hard for me sometimes to find me time, only because it's I care for my father. You know, I mentioned already, you know, I have a son that has autism, so it's just a lot of stuff that I do, you know, as a woman. And so finding me time, it is hard.
Yeah.
But sometimes, just being honest, I do feel a little bit guilty, but at the same time, it's kind of like it's a necessity. You have to take time out for yourself. It's like a car isn't going to go if ain't no gas in it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's electric nowadays, if you ain't plugged that bit, you ain't charged it up, it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So it is important. I will say again, sometimes I don't want to say I feel guilty, but I feel like I know that it's people that are depending on me and that count on me to make sure this happens.
Right.
So when and if I can find the time to, like now, hang out with y'all,
yeah, I was gonna
kick it with
that.
y'all.
I didn't want to interrupt you, I'm not a Kanye.
You can be Kanye. Everybody got a little Kanye in them.
Yeah, LNS is one of those outlets for you know, you just to kind of let your hair down and, you know, have that me time, even if it's just for, you know, an hour or so to hang with your girls and talk and, you know, catch up and, you know, talk about life situations. It could be just that, getting your mental and your me time.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like the guilt, I will say on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 2, maybe a 2. But I definitely, when I can find little pieces of the day to have some time for me, I'm gonna take advantage, you know, and just, all right, let me chill for a second. I think
you have the guilt,
and then you know what I'm saying.
I think you have that little bit of guilt because you're so used to always being there and never taking time for yourself. So when you finally get it, you feel guilty.
It feels awkward. It feels weird.
Because because this is not your normal.
Right.
Your normal is always taking care of home and taking care of kids, taking care of daddy, and you never get that time. So that's why you feel guilty when it finally comes around.
Yeah.
For you.
You make
but don't, girl. You probably get it, girl.
And I cry. Like we're the same.
It's like taking off a bra.
Ooh, that release.
Yes.
Ooh, that release.
Yes. When you get it, don't feel guilty. Just
do it,
girl. Just do it. Yes, just do it. Don't feel
because
guilty about it. Your kids gonna be there. Your daddy gonna be there.
Yeah. Not even to make it like real personal. It was just something that I thought of in speaking about this particular topic. It's like for some, you know, I don't want to say for some reason, but you know, I just thought about it because it's like it is important. And you know, my mom just crossed my mind, and I was like, yeah, dang, she ain't never really paused. She always was on go. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I'm on go. But you know, it's just what I got to do. But that's just what it is. But I do feel like it is important. I feel like if and when you can take that, not even when you can, make it a priority, I'll say, to grab a piece of the day. And whether it's a woosah, it's a bubble bath, it's just sitting down and just, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you can find in the day to just be like, all right, it's me. I'm focusing on me, my mental health. I'm trying to be cool. Everything else right now, it's to everything that's around you, but you gotta take a beat and just be like, okay, not right now. Let me just, like you said, just gather myself.
Because that's when all the other stuff sets in, that stress, the anxiety, the depression. And once that sets in, then it's really hard to come back from that and get back to the norm. So you gotta,
just like when you're on an airplane, you know, you got to put that mask on. You got to put the mask on first to take care of you before you can start helping somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that you're good in order to keep helping others. So the question being, do you feel guilty? A smidget, but you know, my answer, just a little bit, but at the same time, I do feel like it's a necessity. And I feel like that necessity overrides that small percentage
Right.
that I have as far as being, feeling guilty about it goes. So, because you have to, you can't not, you know what I'm saying? So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But
yeah, so sorry for the tears, just being real. Just being real, it just triggered a thought, my mommy. So with that, we're gonna wrap this one on up and
stop, y'all stop.
It's cool. I'm good. We're good.
My
we're
mom
good.
was the same way, always on go and taking care of others.
Right.
So I completely can relate
Exactly
to what you're talking about, and that's why I take time to. I make sure I take time.
You
to
have
myself.
to, right?
All
right. Well, y'all let us know. Do y'all ever feel guilty for just taking a piece of the day, a piece of the week, a piece of the month, or whatever, just to kind of just say everything else? I'm sorry, I'm checking out right now, but this time, this space is right now. I'm grabbing for myself. Do y'all feel guilty about that, or do you also feel like it's a necessity? Let us know in the comments. And with that, we'll be back.
Hey,
Fingers.
and we back. I don't know what that whoa is.
What in the world was that? No.
Whoa.
I'm
We
still
back
getting
to
it.
Shenanigang.
You done.
Right.
But go ahead.
Look, I thought of something this weekend.
Oh Lord,
But,
not you thinking. You thinking.
I got something to say. So, because I'm going on my trip next week.
Hey, where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
Cancun. I'm going to Cancun.
Hey.
Girl, you gonna have a ball.
I just look. This gonna be my second stamp on my passport. So
okay,
you're gonna have a ball. I enjoyed Mexico, so you're gonna have
a
ball. So, but I was looking for some things to wear. I like to shop at the thrift store. So
okay,
compared to name brand stores, one, I'm cheap. Two, I can find those name brand stuff. Yeah, the two, I can find the same name brand stuff that people bought in name brand store. I can find them still with a tag on them at a thrift store. Plato's Closet, that's the thrift store to me because it's something that was previously owned by somebody else. But I just want to know before we get started, though. Let's go ahead and do this shot. But I do want to know if y'all like thrift store or name brand stores.
But let's do our shot. My bad. I jumped the gun, but y'all can go ahead. Yeah. It's cool.
I took our shot already.
It's cool.
Me too. I'm done. Man, you don't even.
Dang, you took it to the head. What a glass at?
My glass empty.
Okay, that's fine.
Get the glass.
Do you?
Yeah.
So
thrift store.
How y'all feel about that?
Name brand. I'm not opposed to it. I would not mind. I have gone to consignment thrift stores and found like nice pieces that you could piece together. I'm not opposed to it. Like something that I would go and do. I have tons of name brand stuff. I like name brand stuff as well, but I'm not opposed to it. I don't see what's wrong with it. They tend to have nice pieces. And you can, it's just all about your style. Like you can make it work. You can piece together things. Or if you have a certain thing that you're looking for that you have in mind, you go in there and you look for certain pieces and they have it. You can make that thing work for the low. So I'm not against it. Yeah, I'm not against it at all. And I buy name brand stuff as well. So I don't see anything wrong with it. Do you, girl?
Let me tell you, hey, that's the best place to shop for shoes too. Let me tell you, half of my shoes in my closet came from the thrift store. I ain't gonna lie. And they name brand Jessica Simpson be in there a lot.
Yeah.
You know what? She be having bad shoes too.
Just Kanye you. You know what would have been nice if you would have had a pair on deck for display. Like, look.
Hey, I do got a pair on display. I do got a pair I can show y'all real quick. I got 3 pair I can show y'all from thrift store.
No. For me, like you, Constance, absolutely not opposed to it. I go to the thrift store. I think everybody goes to the thrift store. Excuse me. So you said that you were looking for something to wear on your vacation, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's how this topic came about. I'll go to the thrift store, not even just for clothes, because like you said, like they have stuff, they have tops, they have bottom, they got stuff in there that's cool. Exactly my point. Like they have all kind of stuff in there. They got household stuff, they have records, they have just a whole bunch of stuff, like a plethora of things that you can find in there that, and for the most part, shoot, you go in there and, well, a lot of the stuff, because I don't know who they think they are, but a lot of the stuff more recently, I think they're coming up in prices, but I think that's just everybody. Like inflation is across the board on everybody. So, but you can find a lot of good stuff in there. I think some people sleep on consignment shops and thrift stores because they feel like, oh, it's secondhand, or oh, somebody wore that, I ain't trying to do that, or it's been used, I prefer new, right. But you never know. You go in there, you can find a lot of good stuff, even collectibles. They have all kind of things. Yeah, they have like furniture. They have so many things in there that you can get for like, I don't want to say a cheap price, but a good price, versus you might find something there that is gently used that somebody donated because they were cleaning out their garage, or because they bought new furniture from a retail store, but they barely used it. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't want to just throw it away. So they just donated it to the consignment shop or a thrift store. You can go there and you can grab like a lot of good stuff. So I don't sleep on the thrift stores and consignment shops, because you really can find like some good stuff in there. Now, some people might feel like, nah, like I said, that's not for me. I'd rather just buy all my stuff new. But really, you can find a lot of good stuff in there. Even if you just go and just check it out, I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised. If you go in there, I bet you, you're going to find something that you want to leave with. So
I bet you
I wouldn't sleep on it.
Go in there.
I bet you $5.
Go in there.
You're gonna find something.
My sister go in there all the time, and she's good with finding like stuff. I'm like, I can't like see these same things that she be seeing. I be like, man, how did you find that?
Go in there, window shop, and you will see there's a variety of things. It's not just, oh, you think it's somebody's used clothing, or I want to wear it. Sometimes it's people, they haven't even worn this stuff yet. And then
that too still have the tags on them.
Tags,
you know what I'm saying?
Name brand, like you can really go in there and put stuff together, and no one more.
You got that wine rack? How much you pay for it? Watch this. How much you pay for it?
My is $20.
20. And how many bottles of wine it holds?
It holds 60 bottles.
Wow. Now look, if you go on Amazon right now, it holds 60 bottles of wine. If you were to go on Amazon right now, you probably gonna pay no less than, I'm gonna say $39.99, maybe $49.99. $20? Come on. Yeah. You can't tell me that's a come up. You can't tell me that's not a come up. You know what I'm saying? And to even add on that, like yard sales, even like garage sales, yard sales, and things like that, you can find a lot of good stuff at those things too. So you have to check them out, you know.
And then they're opening up so many different ones, like in different parts of like different neighborhoods. They're coming up in different areas.
I was about to say that
some are more nicer than others. So they have more variety. Like I'm like, we got them out here in the suburbs now. Like they're really, really nice. Yeah. You be like, wait, this is thrift store. This Forever 21.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So, don't sleep on them now.
Yeah. So I'm for again. I'll go to. I don't really like going to the mall, but I'll go to the retail shops. That are out there. Absolutely, but I don't sleep on the consignment and thrift shops, because they do have some stuff that's like, and then you have it on, or then you have it in. Go ahead.
I'll still go to like the Nike outlet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right.
They got that deal where you can, turn in your shoes within 60 days and trade them out for a brand new one.
I never did that.
I done did it already. So yeah.
Done
did that about 2-3 times. Forever 21. I'm still for Forever 21. I bought me a dress to go on my trip for Forever 21.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, still cheap.
Don't knock it. Don't knock it.
Cheap prices. It's for me.
might not necessarily be clothing that you prefer to buy from a thrift store, but they have a variety of different things that you might need, and they might just have for the low. So I would just say personally, just go check it out, go walk through one and see what they have, you know, before you
costume jewelry, pots, pans, like sets, like all that stuff they have there. And it's, like we said, it's for the Lolo. Like
a lot of dog.
All my plates are from the thrift store.
Yeah, they have like so much stuff. They have everything. They have appliances. Like they have like so much stuff that's there. It's like, really? So yeah, you should check it out if you haven't. But I definitely don't sleep on it. Yeah,
definitely.
For real.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me know what y'all like. Let me know, Shenanigang, what y'all feel about the thrift store versus the name brand stores. You know, hit that like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you feel about that. And tune in to the next show.
We have to go already.
I got something to say.
It's like we just started.
I know, went by really quick today.
The show was so good.
Maybe because Kim wasn't here. Maybe that's what it is. My dog ain't here.
Kim's not here.
You will see Kim on the next show. She will be here on the next show. We miss you.
But thank you for joining us, guys. Again, like Chantel said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit us up. Our information will be linked in the description down below. It is, I don't know what day, but I'm going to get wild tonight. Happy birthday, Ryan.
For a minute now, I'm back on the scene. Me and my girls need a night out if you know what I mean. We'll get my head out.
Take it away.
Gotta get me into something tonight for sure.
One more shot?
I call my girls up just to see me down. A couple dinner about 30 we should be out.
Last off alcohol. Let me get set up real fast.
It's time to get wild.
Alright.
This
one is for Kim, who couldn't be with us tonight.
Hey. Something else on tonight. Ooh, tonight. I'm gonna get wild tonight. Make up for lost time tonight.
We out.
Something else is on tonight.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Easter.